Hello?
Hello.
This is so much fun. Let's just
All
get
right.
that out of
Yeah,
the way
I'm
now.
enjoying this a lot.
This is awesome.
All right. Well, man, welcome back. Third episode of
See, they might think that it's a
Accidental
day apart.
Mistakes.
They might think it's an actual day apart when I
Yeah,
when
no,
I
this
put
is
when I upload it, but
this
it's right after the last one.
this takes place directly after the last
I
episode.
could just we it's like
Not
we're
that they
addicted. It's like a
not
drug.
that they have a yeah, not that they have a sequential order, but we're having so much fun with this.
This is awesome. It just like feels so cool.
It
Like in our
feels good.
it does.
There's definitely a lot to do these
Hey,
days.
hey Declan, I looked. We were talking
Mm,
about our bank, bro. We've made 4 cents.
bro, we made me first penny.
Hey, that's true. All right.
Ag, 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 ag.
I got that. So let me get started about.
Yeah,
We were talking about this the other
no,
day, like tattoos. What do you think about them?
I
Start off.
I freaking love
They're cool.
jobs weren't so limiting on what kind of tattoos you can have.
But it's sometimes it's just wear. Honestly, like I don't like face tattoos.
Yeah, no, face tattoos are for musicians that know they can make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, like Post Malone, like he has. Have you seen his face,
Yeah,
dude?
it's weird, dude. I don't like it.
His face. No,
Doesn't
I
didn't
I don't.
6ix9ine like tattoo his name on his head? Was he the one that did that?
Takashi's got something up with him. Yeah, no, it's he tattooed it on his like forehead
That's what
or
I thought.
something.
Yeah, I don't like face tattoos. Neck tattoos are yeah, I don't really like them. I like arm tattoos. Um,
Arm
Leg
tattoos
tattoos.
and leg tattoos
Yeah. I also don't
are
like
the biggest
something that
things for me.
covers up your entire back.
Yeah, entire back tattoos
Okay, at
are
least we're on the same page
strange.
here. Now ideas. What?
I feel like
I know
you could do
you.
full arm.
Yeah,
I don't
full
know.
arms are fine.
I really want to design a sleeve. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to have one of the same tattoos as one of my relatives.
That'd be
I
cool.
don't really know.
Why don't we get the
Like,
same tattoo? Why can't we do that?
if we get matching tattoos, it should be something awesome. Like
And I don't yeah.
something that we could like put together or something.
See,
Like
that's
on our I don't know, like
maybe I
on
just
our
want maybe
knees
something cool.
or
Just something
something.
cool.
Yeah, like on our knees. Like if it was SpongeBob and Patrick
Oh,
or something.
that'd be cool.
You know what I mean?
That'd be awesome. I'd like that.
Yeah. Or like Finn and Jake from Adventure Time, but you don't watch Adventure Time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I like SpongeBob though.
Yeah, SpongeBob's good.
That's a good idea. So like, what tattoos are you? You said sleeve. I've heard you about like video game tattoos. Is there like any
Yeah,
that you're like set
I've
on?
this has been a topic for us just talking for like months,
Yeah, I
but
know.
I would if it really depends. It depends on what kind of job I get into because the job that I want to get into, I don't know about their tattoo restrictions.
Yeah, I got
You'd
you.
probably just have to hide them pretty well.
Yeah, as
But
long as you hide it.
I don't like upper arm tattoos, like on the biceps. I like
Really?
them visible on the forearms.
I think the bicep tattoos are like the best ones. You can hide them if you need to.
Well, maybe
I
like
like them.
higher up forearm because I wear a lot of like button-up shirts and
Hmm.
I don't roll them all the way up to the middle of my arm. I roll them to about half of my forearm
Yeah, I got you.
or like a little more than half, like three-fourths of my forearm. I just roll it up to there. But that would be pretty easy to hide. I
Also,
don't
you
know.
can also have your tattoo help you in your business. Like my dad, this wasn't intentional at first, but my grandma, she had breast cancer. She's completely fine. She's well now,
Hmm.
but she used to. And my dad got
Yeah.
it tattooed, like the cancer, like the
Hmm.
on his leg, and then it says "mom" on it, right? And he sells like he's
Hmm.
a salesman. That's what he does. And like when he goes and like pitches for a roof, there's been multiple times that people are like, "Oh my gosh, your mom had cancer, so did mine," or someone in my family had cancer, and they will literally pick you because of that connection. So like, you can have a tattoo
Yeah.
help you in your work. It's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, I do think that's pretty cool. I feel like in a way it's kind of like a bribe.
It is, but I don't think he was thinking
Yeah.
about that at first. I think it was more of a
No,
signal of
it's like
accomplishment.
unintentional.
Yeah,
It's
but it's
unintentional
helped him.
bribing, but
But
it's
now it,
just a way of
I just like him
like he
telling me
didn't
that.
get the tattoo.
Yeah.
He didn't get the tattoo to help him work. He
No, he
got the
did not.
tattoo because
But it
he liked the
does make
tattoo.
me think about that you could get a tattoo to help you work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you
Like
could
I want to get a tattoo that I saw online, and it was really awesome. And
pitch it to me.
it was like a cross
Okay.
going all the way down the forearm, and
Okay.
it was like not a minimalist cross, but it was like a straight and to the point cross. So it was
Yeah.
a cross. It was like all black, and it was two straight lines. It wasn't like wood accented or anything, but it was two black lines, and then it had like a sash that was written around it,
Hmm.
or that was wrapped around it, and then it was like, and then it had a Bible verse on it. I don't really know what kind of Bible
But you
verse I
could get
would
any Bible verse.
choose.
I would want like a little
Yeah.
one, like Bible verse is what I've been thinking about, is like one that goes
Hmm.
around my wrist, except it just says like the verse. Like
Yeah.
the where it's located. You know what I
I
mean?
also thought
Not
that
the
as well.
letters, but like just
Like if
like Isaiah, blah
yeah,
blah blah. You know what I mean? Like around my that'd be cool. I don't mind.
yeah.
I like
Like
small
I
tattoos
thought.
as well. I also
Uh-huh.
like big
I
ones. Depends.
Yeah, for the most part. I thought about making, instead of, if I did not do the cross, I thought doing a giant list all down my arm of just very important Bible verses,
Yeah, I
and
get
just
that.
adding one
Mhm.
every time it made sense to me.
That's cool.
Like I've
Or
I've been
maybe you
saved
could get like your favorite one from every 5 years or 10, or you know
something.
that'd be cool. It's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Another thing is, I'm trying to think. I've been saved since I was old enough to understand the importance of Jesus and church and like God's love. And it really snapped. Like it really clicked into my head when I don't know. It clicked to me one night in youth group and I just lost it. I think it might have been the night that I was giving my message.
Really?
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Like it wasn't at youth group. It was on the way up to youth group where I really understood the importance. And then my mom and my sister, they went inside after the car closed, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna get something." And I whipped out my phone, and I just rolled up the first Bible verse that came into my mind, and I just read. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be at worship practice because I was playing the drums that night, but
Yes. Screw
I
that.
sat in my car listening to my Bible,
That's more important.
and
Bible's more important.
it just it made sense. And every message after that, it struck me in a different way.
Yeah.
It
I think our
yeah.
podcast honestly is very misleading because we have a picture of Gandhi.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's just for the funnies.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Sorry.
But
What?
yeah,
Well,
but yeah, it's very important.
yeah. Hmm.
I feel like, well, back to what I was saying. I've always been saved since I was a child, but I want others to know that you can you can find Jesus even if you come from the worst possible spot. 2 Corinthians 5:17 says it talks about new creation, and not new in the sense that you become a new physical being.
Hmm.
Like he doesn't physically change you. He
He
changes
spiritually
you,
changes you.
he spiritually changes you,
Yeah.
and it's so incredibly powerful because I know people that came from strange backgrounds that found Jesus and it was the best choice they ever made in their life.
It's everyone's best choice. It is the best
It's
choice you'll
everyone's
ever make.
best choice they've ever made.
The best choice you'll ever make.
Um, like we we seriously can't stress the importance of finding Jesus. And if you've found Jesus, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. If you found Jesus and strayed away from Jesus, he still loves you no matter what. But
Yeah.
it is really important that you get plugged back into it.
Hmm.
I know people that have grown up in the church. I've even known children of pastors and stuff that have just strayed from strayed from God, and
Yeah.
it's so saddening to
Mhm.
see. There's such great people, and I love them so much, but it just it breaks my heart.
Mhm.
It's it's very odd.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't mean to turn this into a strange, sort of like depressing sort of
No,
topic,
it's
but
not.
it's very important
It's
that
important. Yes.
if you're not plugged in now, you have to get back on the right track.
Of course.
It's
Do it now.
it's so important. Yeah, you have
Now.
to get plugged back in. And another thing is Christianity, it's not a cult. Everyone thinks a lot of, and it's always misled. Like on The Simpsons, Ned Flanders, there are the Christians that are like Ned Flanders.
Weird.
I think they're Catholic, but in a sense, there are some odd Christians, but not all Christians are odd.
Yeah.
Everybody is made in God's image. It's, I don't know. Everybody's made in God's perfect image. He made you the way you wanted it to be. And one of the things that I definitely see people do these days is turn away from God because of the coronavirus.
Mhm. But it's
Like,
also the perfect opportunity to get to know God. So much spare
yeah,
time, especially
yeah,
the
there's
beginning of this.
so much spare
I
time.
learned so much, and I like just like read my Bible. So much spare time.
Yeah,
You know,
I've known so many
so great.
places, or I've known so many people that have become Christians as of this year, just because they're tuning into church live streams, and it's very awesome.
Yeah. Um. So where did that come from? Sorry. Tattoos, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, yeah, tattoos or something. I really like
they're cool.
tattoos. I feel like if they weren't so expensive and if
They are expensive.
jobs didn't put so many limitations on them, I would get tatted up. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
get you, dude.
Like full arms, full legs, like just
I
stuff like
do
that.
want one tattoo. This is a definite. As soon as I can get a tattoo, I'm doing it. It's very small, and if I don't know, like a hobby I
How?
like is like doing magic and stuff. And my favorite card in the like just deck of cards is a King of
Oh
Clubs.
yeah,
And on my knuckles, I just want a K and then the club. That'd be cool. Just something so small, but like
yeah,
so cool. That'd be
that is
that'd
pretty
be fire.
cool.
Also, I've heard the
I
black
really want.
tattoos hurt more.
Yeah, I did hear that. Like colored ink hurts less
Yeah,
somehow.
coloring hurts less.
I really want to get a spider on the bottom of my foot.
Isn't that you told me? Isn't that like the bottom of your foot's like the place that hurts the most to get a tattoo?
It is.
There's the most
I did
nerves,
hear
right,
that. Well,
or something like
yeah, it
maybe.
has the most sensitivity, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I want to get a spider tattoo on the bottom of my foot that looks like it's been squished. So every single time I pick up
that
my foot,
that'd be
people
so
think I
funny.
stepped on a giant gross spider.
That'd be great.
But like try to make it like make it a tiny spider, but like try to make it look as realistic as possible.
Yeah,
I think that would be
that'd be
hilarious.
cool. Hey, you know what I've been
I
noticing?
yeah,
I've been noticing a lot of people starting to skate, picking up crappy boards, like buying
I
like
have
a
noticed that.
$15
It's
the
like
Walmart boards. What Kryptonics? What
yeah.
are they called? I've never known
Yeah,
how to
they're
pronounce
Kryptonics.
Kryptonics. Yeah.
I was in I was in Target today with a few friends, and I talked about this on the previous episode. But I've seen like so many Kryptonic skateboards, and I just think to myself, you you get what you pay for.
Oh, for
You know what
sure.
I
And in
mean?
skateboarding, you do get what you pay for. Honestly, they're dangerous. You're getting on
If
expecting to
you get
roll and you just stop. They're
yeah,
dangerous.
if you they're more dangerous than actual
Spend the
boards.
extra money. It might be a bit more, but you
Yeah,
should do it. If you want to actually
it's so
skateboard,
much
just
more
get a real
worth it.
board.
Yeah,
Walmart boards, they're
and
not
like
durable. You literally get what you pay for.
yeah. Well, there's another thing. There's a huge controversy right now between whether having a Walmart board matters or having an actual skateboard. If you're actually skateboarding, the boards that you pick out and the boards that you have are so much more durable
Yeah, exactly.
and so much more like
I've never
for
snapped a real
realsies.
skateboard.
Me neither. And I've chipped boards,
Yeah,
but
I have
the
too, but I've
first
never
board I
snapped
got
one.
was not from the most reliable source. I'll say that as well. But everyone automatically goes to Walmart and
Walmart
a
doesn't
lot of
sell
people.
everything. You can get your
Yeah,
Pokemon
they
cards
don't.
and food. Don't.
A lot of people. A lot of people
Yo,
really like going to Zoomies, but
that's where I got my first. It's
Zoomies
not a great
is
place. They don't. The people who work there are just
yeah
normal people who got hired. They don't know really what they're doing.
yeah
At real
they
skate
don't really
shops, they
know
do check
skateboarding.
to see if like that's why you get hired. So, but Zoomies is kind of just like a store. Like they just kind of hire you,
Yeah, that's what I
and
was
like
gonna
they
say.
kind of just hope that you know what you're doing. Because like the
Yeah,
people that go to Zoomies actually like they ask fair skateboarding questions and they get wrong information.
I've asked people at skate parks like, where did you get your board? I've seen like decals and stuff, and I really like. I've seen things that have been messed up that I probably couldn't do better with just because I don't set up skateboards that well. To be fair, I haven't done it yet,
Yeah, I
but
got
I'm
you.
just
I always set up
I
my
think I
board.
could do it if I took up the challenge, I think I could do it. But the thing is I ask people and I can obviously tell like grip tape is not on all the way and
I started
like
gripping my own board as well.
some trucks are really tight or like one of the back truck is really tight and the front truck is really
Well,
loose.
sometimes that's preference. So I know people
Sometimes that is
surfers
preference because
surfers
I
do
yeah.
that. Most surfers who skate have their back
Yeah.
truck, which one? Back truck really tight, and then their front truck really loose. Surfers do that. It's
Mhm.
like surfing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I
It
guess that
was
is true. But
skateboarding
for someone
originated.
that's just regularly skateboarding and
Yeah.
they see it, it's just like regularly adjusted. Or like a board that you saw someone try to put together themselves.
Hmm.
I've asked people and I've seen where they've gotten their boards from and they've said Zoomies. I think the only reason that Zoomies is not reliable is because they get shipments from all the big companies that everybody knows that don't even focus on skateboarding all that
Yeah,
much.
just closed.
And Zoomies is so well
I think
known.
it's
You need to find a good local skate
yeah,
shop.
support your local shops. I think it's sad that
Yeah.
like honestly that like all these big companies that used to be very grand are just really focusing on like style clothes and I think skateboarding
Yeah.
has really turned into style and not about the tricks you can do, which kind of sucks. Like now
Yeah.
people literally you have to think about what you wear to go skate. Like that's awful. I
Yeah.
I
It's
actually
terrible.
like
I really just throw
I
anything
will
on that
yeah,
I
I
have.
will
Like I
judge
wear a
people
crappy pair of jeans and I wear a whatever hoodie I can
I will
grab
judge people for
first
the board
before
they
I get out the
use,
door.
but I will not judge you for the clothes you wear while skating. I don't care.
Yeah.
Why do you have to do this?
Yeah.
Whatever, you know?
And another thing is if you're going to a skate park, don't compliment people on their
Yeah, that
clothing.
happened to me the other day. What?
That yeah,
Why?
no, that makes you look like a huge poser.
Don't do that.
Let's talk about the things that you can easily seen get called out by being a poser.
Okay.
You know, like ways to tell if you can be a poser. I don't know how many people are listening that skateboard, but if you want to take up skateboarding,
Listen,
it's important that you don't do these things
listen. Yeah, don't.
because you'll look
So bad.
like the kind of person that
They're
thinks
so good.
they're so
Hey,
good,
one
but
thing.
they're
Most
actually not.
people respect new skaters. Just be honest. If you can't
Yeah,
kickflip, say
just
you
be
can't
honest.
kickflip. Yeah, I learned a kickflip the other day.
Yeah.
Don't. No one cares.
Yeah,
I've
most
been
likely you'll be
working
put
on
on the
my kick.
spot, and that's
I've
gonna
I've been
be,
working on my
yeah,
kickflips. That's better. I don't got them yet, but
that's a
that's
lot
fine.
better.
That's a respect.
Yeah,
I'd be fine with you saying that. Yeah, I've been working
I
on.
don't even have my kick flips yet.
I
I just have basic stuff.
yeah, it's fine. I like. Also, don't
I do it.
um. Just trying to think of some like.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Also, one of those things
Uh,
is if you're there to skate, skate. Don't sit down. Like it's fun to
yeah,
watch people,
don't.
but just don't like not skate at all. whole point of you being
Yeah,
there.
don't sit on obstacles that people are gonna
Oh yeah,
try to
that too.
use. Or just like sit there the whole day and not use your board at all. Because people can tell if you've been using your board or if you haven't been using your board.
Yeah, I can sneeze.
People can often tell if your nose, tail, or center of your board is scratched up, if you have wheel bite or razor tail on some of your board. But it's also very important that you don't give yourself that intentionally.
Yeah.
Like, you don't hold your board with your hands and run it along a rail to try to get a mark on it.
Yeah, that's awful. Um,
Yeah, I don't even know. It's it's kind of funny. We've been to skate parks. I guess really just the one that we went to most recently. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but
disclosed.
yeah,
Hey,
disclosed. But
I was doing
it
research on this. So mall grabbing, which is where you hold the board by one truck, preferably the one that is
yeah,
highest
it's the
for your body,
most it's the most comfortable way to hold your board, but it's also the most
frowned upon. But actually,
yes.
I'm actually like looking now. The reason that originally it was frowned upon, like a long time ago, before now it's just like, oh, you're holding it wrong, is because you'd run into the issue of the grip tape rubbing against your leg. And it can be uncomfortable or
Oh.
possibly either damage your pants or your skin. So people will be like, "Hey, don't do that," because that could actually kind of like you could rub off your skin or you're like ruin your pants. But now it's just like a
Yeah.
style thing, like I was saying earlier. But that's cool. It's good to like know your like I didn't know that until now.
Yeah. And here's another thing. If you push with your back foot on the board, no matter which way you ride, if if you ride with your right foot on the front of the board, that means you're riding goofy. If you ride with your left foot in front of the board, that means you're riding regular. If you push with the foot that's on the back of your skateboard, which is called Mongo pushing, that's also
Yeah,
that's another way to indicate that you don't know what you're doing.
because it's a lot more like I don't know, it's
I,
just bad to
I
set up
feel
for
like
sure.
we're kind of pointing out the things that most people should already know.
No,
One of
I
the
think it's
things,
good.
yeah, I mean, it's good that people know this kind of thing, but they probably like looked up on YouTube videos of how to, I don't know, how to
Just
skateboard
like to be
or
honest,
something.
posers, just in general, you can be a poser in anything. They just try to look cool. That's the whole point. They're just
Yeah,
trying to look cool.
they're trying to look awesome, but
They're not.
they're, I don't know. And another thing is don't make fun of someone even if you become good. Don't ever make fun of someone that's just starting out. Because not only is that not cool, but you were also once in that position.
Yeah.
Like I'm not good. By all means, I'm not the best skateboarder. I just do small I do really small work things, small scale things.
Mm-hmm.
I do small ramp things, just going off of ramps and slight things, but I'm in no means good yet.
And it's a
But
good thing that you can admit that and admit that you're learning. You know what I
it's
mean?
okay. Yeah. I'm definitely learning. Like I can say that. I have spent as much time as I can within the past few days on my skateboard.
Poggers.
I spend as much time as I can. Whenever I'm not working on school, I've actually been playing a lot less video games just because I've been skateboarding.
That's good.
But yeah, it's actually very fun. Skateboarding is such a
So
good
it's so
hobby.
much fun. Pick it up. Do it.
Yeah, do it. It's very fun. But don't gloat about
Yeah,
yourself
don't.
doing the
There you go.
slightest possible
See,
things.
people.
I've known people that have like I don't know, been all over the place that are like, "Oh, maybe I should take up skateboarding." But they do
I
like your
I feel
signature
like when
trick.
people is good at something, it's something that not many people know about. You know, not like a hidden talent, but something that like I feel like that's how like the least poser of all is just showing it through your skill instead of saying, "Oh yeah, I can do that."
Yeah,
You know, like I don't think a
yeah,
lot of people knew I could do some stuff until like I did it and just one and I'm like, "Oh wow, you're actually pretty good at that." Like it's not something you just go around
yeah,
and gloat about. You know what I mean? That's with anything too, not just
yeah.
skateboarding.
Don't ever, if you're doing something, don't ever gloat about it. Don't ever try to. There's no
Also, don't
doubt
do
that
anything for
feeling
attention. Don't do
cool.
something to fit in.
Yeah,
Just do it because you
yeah.
like to do it.
That's what I meant. Just do it because you like to do it.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Don't, I don't know, don't try to overplay tricks in your mind. Like, always try to stay humble about stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if your board is upside down and you kick it over and it lands on its wheels and you start pushing away, don't ever, I don't know. That sounds weird, but just don't try to play yourself off
Yeah.
like that. I
Do
don't know.
you
Everyone has their starting points, but if you talk about yourself and overhype yourself like you're awesome, like you think you're awesome, that's not the right way to go about it.
Yeah.
I one time I saw this thing where it was like a ton of little kids just skateboarding, and they were little kids, so that was like okay. But I thought if like an adult tried to do this or something, and they squat down on their board and they put one of their hands is on their nose, one of their hands is on their tail. They jump up and they get like half an inch off the
That's my
ground.
signature.
If an adult tried to do, yeah, it's your signature move on a
Yeah, but
ramp. But
I do it in style.
yeah,
I can get like a foot
you
and a half of
180 it,
air.
you can 360 it. Yeah. But I thought like if an adult tried to do that and tried to show a kid up, that would be the worst possible thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. What's your worst fall on a skateboard?
My worst fall. I don't know.
You, and also it can be like worse,
I've
like
done a ton
injury
of
wise or most
splits.
embarrassing. Oh, splits are the worst.
Splits are terrible.
Mine.
I almost ripped a few pants. I think it was at your house when I had my worst fall. I
Oh
was
yeah.
bombing the hill in front of your house, and thank God I had a helmet on. But I was bombing the hill in front of your house, and I made it past everything that you said would be tough.
Just like
Like I ollied, I got speed, guys.
yeah,
But
I
I
told you.
ollied over the
It's fast.
crack. I know, no, I got speed. I ollied over the crack. I was perfectly fine, and then I saw there was like this big rock that I saw right before I was about to go to do it, and like I almost made it and I was about to make the turn. I just passed the tree that was going down your hill, and I hit the rock and I got such bad speed wobbles.
Yeah.
My board flew out from under me. I shot sideways and I just curled up into a ball and I rolled like 5 feet.
Yeah, I mean not my first, my worst fall was I'll tell you two. Most embarrassing and then like funny, most embarrassing, and then like one that actually hurt the most. So both of them resulted in a bone like damage. My funny one was
Uh-huh.
I was talking to someone and I was rolling down like a ramp, very easy. And I was just like rolling up like a bank, like a 4 foot bank. And the person
Yeah.
was, I looked behind me and I was talking, but there was a stick in the way, and I hit the stick and just like flew like 3 feet, and I broke my hand. But it was funny. And
Hmm.
then
Yeah, I remember that. I wasn't there when you broke your hand, but I remember when you broke
and
your hand.
then my most hurt fall was a sprain actually. I was skating a bowl.
Oh,
And there's a curve in the bowl that I was skating, and I fell,
yeah, those hurt.
and my hand curled around the corner of the bowl, and I screamed. It was the worst pain I'd ever felt. It wasn't even a break, but it was awful.
Yeah,
Sorry, my
that's
throat
that's
is killing me.
painful.
Let me get some
No,
water.
you're fine.
Still hear me?
All right.
No, like I'll be on.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna go upstairs. Keep
All right.
talking.
I do feel like
Brought one with me.
the importance
Unprofessional.
of spending time on your skateboard is definitely under exaggerated. Like the first, you don't get better by watching skate videos.
You can.
You don't get better by watching. No, I don't mean. I mean you have to practice these
Yeah.
things. You can't watch a video on how to ollie.
That was
Sounds like you're
No, that's the
peeing.
water. It's from my fridge.
Yeah, I know it is, but it seems
Sorry.
the but it's like you actually have to practice those things. You can't just watch a video on how to do an ollie and then immediately expect to do an ollie. You just lighten it up.
It's water.
Yeah. But I don't know. Skateboarding is very fun. Bottom line, skateboarding is fun. If you're gonna take it up, you have to spend time doing it. What kind of tattoos would you get?
I told you about the King of Clubs one earlier.
Yeah, well, yeah, the King of Clubs
I
one. But
also,
if you could get as many as you can, what
one
would you
more I
get?
want is a shark. Sharks are so cool to me. Love sharks.
Sharks are cool.
I went swimming with sharks. Become a marine biologist. I just love sharks. They're so cool. And my I want one that like wraps around my shoulder. You know, like kind of like maybe bicep to like my back. Not big, but like one of those. Like just a shark. That'd be cool. And that's about
Yeah.
it. The only two that I would like. I don't want to
Yeah,
be
I got you.
tatted. You know.
I got you. That's what I do want to be.
You want to be
I want to
tatted?
like.
That's fine. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it.
I want to have. What?
No, I said nothing wrong with it.
Oh yeah, I get you. I want to get this one. I want to get all the tattoos of like the divine beasts spirits
From Zelda, right?
from
No,
Zelda,
I know
the
that,
Breath of
but
the
I mean
Wild.
people that Zelda.
That's yeah, from Zelda Breath of the
Go
Wild.
Zelda.
The four divine beasts. I want to have their like crests on my
That'd be
arms.
sick.
And
I'd be down with it.
or just one arm, I guess. And then I did see this other tattoo where it was like Mario's hat and then his mustache, and Luigi's hat and his mustache, Wario hat, his mustache, Waluigi hat, his mustache. I saw that and that was really cool.
Yeah.
And there's this other one. It's like it's I don't know. It's like the heartbeat sort of scanner. Not
Yeah,
scanners,
those
but
are
they
cool.
use them in the
No, I know what
hospitals,
you mean.
like the life support monitor kind of things. And how they do the beep beeps.
Yeah, it's the beep beep.
The beep beeps. I want to get like one of those
beep,
kind of long beep beeps across my arm, but in the middle have it like turn into a cross and then do some more beep beeps.
I'm sorry.
I like the beep beeps.
I'm just imagining like a really sad movie. And they just like, beep beep beep, and just people cry. I don't know why
The
that's
beep
funny.
beeps.
Oh,
And then
man.
yeah, and maybe another tattoo idea I thought about was like, I don't know, Rock Band, like the game.
Yeah.
Rock Band. I want to get like the drum set emblem, the guitar emblem, and then the bass emblem.
Paul.
Because I play those instruments.
Have you ever had any weird like not a clean transition, but like have you ever had any like weird like pit stops on a road trip? Been in a robbery or anything? Just like anything cool happen?
No.
Oh wow.
I'm trying to think. No, hang on. Well, I've had plenty of pit stops in like road trips and stuff.
I always make messes by accident. 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Well, there was
That's
this one
3 times.
7-Eleven that I was like never gonna see again, so I knew that I wasn't gonna do it. But I like I just I knew that I wasn't gonna see it again. So we pulled over because I had to stop to poop, and it was a 7-Eleven, so you could only guess how bad the bathroom was. Or it was like some other kind of gas station. So the gas station, the door was probably already open. Like I didn't need to borrow a key. The door was probably already just open because some guy was just living in there or something.
Dude, one time I was in a bathroom, and I swear my dad and I just took me to a restaurant bathroom, and it was mostly drive-through. It was all black. There was like poop on the floor, mustard on the ceiling.
Really?
And We thought there was a homeless guy in there at first, but like
Oh,
it wasn't.
yeah.
That's so weird. Mustard on the ceiling.
So we were at this like bathroom or something. It was in like the middle of North Carolina. I knew that I would probably never go to it again just because it was kind of an odd 7-Eleven. But uh, I take a dump and it's
How was it?
it
1 to
was
10.
terrible, dude. It was like the
Uh,
middle of the night, so I had all this built up snack like consumption just inside of my stomach.
okay, I'll tell you a poop story
So
after
there's so
you go ahead.
much like built up in there, and it's not like poop. It's like the trots. Like I got
Oh,
really bad runs. Just it was
thanks for
awful.
the.
I got a headache and the runs. So I was in a 7-Eleven bathroom, and it just started going, and it just couldn't stop. So I'm on the toilet. I'm on the porcelain throne of beauty, and
People are bowing to you right
yeah,
now.
people are bowing. You better be. I'll come
You're
at
getting a
you.
free Slurpee.
Free Coca-Cola Slurpee. I
Those things are so good.
yeah, those
Don't
are
diss them.
those are good. I like Slurpees. But it starts going, and
Really puts
I
slurp and
like
pee. Am I right?
I
Okay.
like didn't it didn't stop going. So I was sitting there for like another 2 minutes. I was like debating I was like debating thinking about if I should have brought my DS into the bathroom with me or if I shouldn't have.
I always do that.
Just because I
I was.
was in the bathroom for I don't know, like 5 minutes. But it was all coming out in slow doses. So it just kept it's this is such a gross story and it's really I don't know, this is a weird topic with
I
the
didn't say to talk about your
I know.
dumps.
No, I
I
know.
didn't say dumps. Okay,
Yeah,
just
I know.
continue.
No, it's just weird pit stops, but we stopped there and I get up off of the toilet and I see that almost the whole bowl is just it's just almost
Can I
the
guess?
whole bowl
Just
is
leave it there.
almost the whole bowl is full. I started flushing, and you know when you have that moment where like it starts flushing and it goes down, but then it comes back up again, and then it
And
starts
you're just like,
slowly sinking,
oh,
and it starts slowly sinking down into the toilet seat.
it's so embarrassing to have to tell someone you clogged the toilet.
Yeah,
Like,
no, it wasn't
I
clogged
hate that.
because it was all like the runs, but the whole toilet seat looked like it was not of the same color anymore.
That's disgusting.
It was so awful.
One time I
Do you have
pooped
any good
and
poop
like
stories?
I've told this to like so many people. I've never said the podcast. I just normal poop and like I felt the sharp pain in my butt and I start crying. I was crying and it
Crying.
was like halfway out and it was so wide that it wouldn't fit out and I started screaming and I punched the wall in agony. It hurt so bad. I was like ah. It probably tore open like part of my butthole. So like now it's so easy to poop. I can't. It's like oh my dude, it hurt. I was crying. I was like there was tears in my eyes. Oh, should I tell him about the Cooper story?
Oh yeah, you can.
All right,
Just
my
don't
little brother.
just don't say his name again.
Why? We do.
I don't
Why does
know,
that
dude.
matter?
No, it's I don't know. I don't
I.
like revealing too much.
It's fine.
I mean,
Our four.
the people
Our
that
four.
know know when we talk about our parents or our siblings.
Well, I'm gonna say his name because
You can do that.
um my parents are out of town and my grandma was in. Wish my grandpa was there too, but he was babysitting their dog, and he got depression from not seeing my grandma. That's not the point. I woke up for school at 6 in the morning, like I always do. And the lights on in the bathroom. And Cooper, I open the door. My brother goes, "Sure, please don't tell Grammy. I'll clean it up." I go, "What are you talking about?" I look at the floor, and there's a line of poop from the toilet. He's potty trained, by the way. A line of poop from the toilet to his room. Dude, it's disgusting amount of poop.
There's a line of poop just coming from
No, it was a
the
trail.
toilet
It
to
was a
his
trail.
room. There's a
It
trail
was
of poop.
also.
Just
It was also. You know what baseboards are, right? Like the things on the bottom of the
yeah.
walls. It was on the baseboards. It was on the lower part of the wall, Declan. I don't know how it got there, but it did. And I was like, oh my, what? I had to go to school. Oh my gosh. And this is right when my grandma, because she was so nice. My grandma's so nice. So she actually offered for me to like sleep in just a couple of minutes so she would make me breakfast. Like the kind, like I usually make my own breakfast. So she offered.
Yep.
And she woke up, she came in and she said, "What is happening?" And Cooper, like Cooper was trying to clean it up, and it was disgusting. It smelled so bad. But all I can remember, it was not even like it was like a line, except there was like the scariest part of that line was that there were spaces, and it was like a dotted line. That's the scariest part for me. It's disgusting.
I love the way you described that. That was the best kind of description for a story.
How are we doing on time?
We're like 41 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Something. Yeah, we're doing good.
No, we're good.
This
is so fun.
Just pooping is so funny. I hate it whenever people like try to say ew. Whenever people talk about a poop story. Everybody does it.
It's
and
supposed to be funny.
Everyone's always like, yeah, everybody does it, but not everybody shares a disgusting story like that. Everybody that shares a disgusting story are the people that embrace that their body does that.
Yeah, those are the funny people.
That's the funniest.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Have you ever pooped your pants before? I have. In school.
Probably as a baby.
I did it in school in 2nd grade. I pooped my pants.
Nice.
I was sick though.
I remember peeing my pants a few times, but that was like probably caused by like laughter or something of like
I get you, but like
shortages.
I've never had a moment where like people were just like, "Oh man, I laughed so hard that I peed my pants." I don't know how that works. Like, that's never happened to me.
I think whenever you like, because whenever you're
that's
like really laughing, what?
But I'm just saying that's never happened to me before.
When it like, I feel like when you're really laughing and you're really getting it, you're like laughing so hard you like push your stomach in and you're just like really forcing the laughter out. It probably like probably some of your mind probably like squeezes your bladder or something.
Yeah,
just,
probably.
Like, pee.
Science.
It's definitely a thing. It's a real thing.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no. Not a hoax. It's a thing.
I've had it done to me before.
Yeah, I have never, but like, I guess it's the people I'm around aren't funny.
People have made me laugh like in cars and stuff. And we're like 10 minutes away from home and we're taking highways, so there's really no way to split off.
Yeah.
For that. Well, there's definitely ways to split off on a highway, but it was a wacky situation.
No, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah. Peeing and pooping is something that everybody does, and no one should be embarrassed about it. Nobody should pick on anyone else for talking about it, because there's a lot of people that can pick on us for
people
talking about
that are insecure about it are dumb.
Yeah. Just live with the poops, bro.
Yeah, just
happens.
Embrace it.
It happens to the best of us.
And it happens to everyone. All right, let's see. That's what I'm saying. We need questions from people.
Yeah, questions are very good. I mean, we have other topics and stuff, but it's pulling them out in the right timing.
I think it'd be fun just for people to ask us like questions. You know.
Yeah.
We'll talk about something else though. real quick. We got time. We got time. You got anything else, or do you want to like
I
just?
kind of want to come back to tattoos just the slightest bit.
What
Like,
about?
I don't know. I feel like I mostly just kind of covered the basics of tattoos. I don't know. Do you think you would ever get a
Uh-oh.
tattoo for like a band?
No,
You really don't think so?
no, because a band, because you could have something going so well, like the Beatles.
Yeah.
They just broke off.
Well, yeah.
The Beatles.
No, dude, but the Beatles, they're so iconic.
That's what I'm saying. But that's you could have something going so well, and you're so good, and everyone knows you, and you could still break off. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't want to have. That's the same thing. Like, don't get a tattoo of your girlfriend's name.
Yeah, no,
Don't do
yeah,
that.
definitely don't do that unless you know you're going to be with them forever. Or just get matching
Or
tattoos.
even that, I'm
Well, yeah, even
skeptical
that's a little
about.
sketchy, but it's,
Make it cool.
yeah, make it something cool.
Make your tattoos cool. Just do that.
I
Make
know,
everyone.
I know this guy, he's like one of our best friends, but not you and me, but my family's best
Yeah,
friends. He is a car mechanic and he tattooed on his wedding ring. So,
that's actually very smart.
yeah, it doesn't ever like get messed up or anything.
That's
Just because
very
it's always
very
there.
very smart.
And he always works with like oil and
Why is it a ring?
yeah.
Why is it a wedding ring? Why
I
can't it be
don't
something
know.
else? Why
Well,
can't we wear? Why can't
if it
we
was
wear
like
fedoras?
if it was like a necklace, wedding fedoras.
Wedding fedoras.
Oh, dude,
Title?
I this is just completely out of nowhere, but when I was in Disney World, there were these like grown men that were like
Uh,
60 wearing these like cupcake dresses. It
oh,
was
what,
supposed to be
dude?
like
Everyone at Disney.
cosplay, but these guys were not at all these guys were not at all being paid by Disney to do this. We were in downtown
So
Disney
they're special.
or Disney Springs now or whatever they call it, but we were in
Yeah.
downtown Disney and we just see this huge crowd of like people and they're like 60 and there's like women wearing suits and then dudes wearing these huge cupcake dresses.
That's
Like
cool.
it was so odd.
Me, when we went to, because Great Wolf Lodge, if people don't know, it's something mostly on the East Coast, which is just like a water park, mostly for kids though. It's a
The
kid
East
water
Coast
park.
is not a water park. The East Coast is a real thing.
They're sponsored by the East Coast. We're sponsored by the East Coast.
Sponsored by East Coast.
Is that a brand? I hope not.
Oh, yeah.
No, so the East,
Well,
yeah. So it's just like Great Wolf Lodge, and
Sven has beat Coastal, but that's not East. I don't know why
yeah.
I'm talking.
So
Continue.
So like every kid, like when you're little, needs to go to Great Wolf Lodge. It's such a great experience.
Yeah.
When I was little, I went, and we just went earlier this year because my brother had not gone. So we were just like, and they got a deal through his home. I'm not homeschooled, but he is, and he got a
Mhm.
deal through his homeschooled. And we went, and it was fun. But we were doing that stupid Magic Quest thing, which was kind of just dumb but fun at the same time. We see a 40-year-old grown man, no kids. Okay, so
This
clearly
guy's
he's
all doing it for himself.
yes. So he's probably like a I'm being 100 like a pedophile, dude. Like that's so weird. And
Well,
he
maybe he's
bought
just really into magic.
yeah, in the store for the magic shop, you can buy a cloak. Okay? So okay, cloak, whatever. Guess how
Mm.
expensive they were?
Mm.
$75.
$75 for a cloak.
That
I
says Magic
remember
Quest on
going
them.
like no, I remember I went twice altogether, but one time I got like a wooden sword. Like this was before I did the Magic Quest thing, but I got like a sword because I really liked swords. It was like a long sword. It was like a
Continue.
it's like a claymore, and
I love it.
that
Claymores are cool.
that itself was like $40. So it
Yeah.
really wasn't that much compared to a cloak.
Dude, the cloak is like yeah, but a grown man. And I made my dad. He's pretty funny, but like we were like hysterically laughing for like 30 minutes because we were confused in this one part, and I said something along the lines of, "Thou wizard, do you know the directions to thy quest or something?" And he looked so confused, and it was so funny.
Did you talk all
Man,
like,
I talked all like old timey.
yeah, like medieval?
Nah, yeah, medieval.
I remember the one thing I remember about the one that I went to. I think there's two.
There is two.
There's two Great Wolf Lodge places, but the one that you and I both know, there
Yeah,
was like
I've
there's
been to
like
both of them.
three main floors.
Yeah,
There's like three main floors for the Magic Quest thing. And then you have to run to all the way on the other
yeah,
side of the building. There's a
building. Yeah,
fourth area that, like, I don't know, 50% of all the quests are at.
yeah.
Like, half of all the quests are at it, but whenever they ask you to do an objective, it's like first floor on the other side of the building, and then
Oh yeah.
the basement
Next
on
part
the
of
other
it's
side of the
on like
building. The
yeah.
next part is on the
Also,
top floor in the middle, and then you have to go to the basement again.
we were lucky not to be, but I feel bad for the people because some of the quest stuff is like at in hallways where people's rooms are.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why there's a curfew for the park. You have to be in your rooms, and you can't do the magic quest at like 10 because there's
yeah.
people trying to like. I'd feel so bad. There's kids running
They
around
Yeah, well, they shut
doing
it
it.
all
That'd be
down
awful.
at times.
Yeah.
They shut all that stuff down. Did you ever get one of the cabins in it? Yeah,
Yeah.
those were cool.
I did the first time. This time
Yeah,
we
I
didn't,
did the
but
first time as well, and then the second time
I would.
I actually went with a friend, and it was really cool.
We just got like a really nice room, and I got a whole bed to
Nice.
myself. It was hot, dude. I was, I was when I discovered I listening to
Yeah,
some bops
I
till like 3 in the
remember
morning.
we like
Went to bed.
FaceTimed you or something
It was fire.
while you were there.
Yeah,
We were like in the middle of a small group at
I was
church.
there.
Or it wasn't even me
Yeah, I got called.
or our other friend. It was
Yeah, I got called by someone
his
else.
brother that called you from the middle of your small group.
Hey, I
Yeah,
got to be there.
that was pretty cool. Well,
Yeah.
interesting topics for this episode. They're not. We really did. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
no, it
really
was
did
very
kind of go
diverse.
into depth on
Very
certain
nice.
things. I think it's just because like right now it's almost midnight and I'm so worn out,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, I think we're also getting around to the point of ending, so I think we
Yeah,
can just kind of end
probably.
it off.
We're reaching a good mark.
I Yeah, this is good.
Yeah,
It's so much
it
fun.
definitely
Like
is.
we're
I'm enjoying this a lot.
Me too. All right, well,
Yeah,
we love
thank
you
you
guys.
all. This has been episode 3 of Accidental Mistakes. Tune in for more.
Accidental
Yeah,
mistakes.
accidental mistakes.
Yep. All right.
Bye.
See you guys.